There's working to improve, and then there's working to showcase your prowess. Both are eventually needed for the top tier athlete, but the showcase must come much after. Work hard to build your fortune before cashing out your chips. The showcase period is when you stop improving. There's a time for this, but that time is not 8th grade or earlier.
what's up? What up, y'all? Hey, everybody. How you doing today? Here, John Sanders with you once again with Limitless Hoops and 50 All-Stars, man. I've been having some big ideas lately. And I always have big ideas. That's how I roll. I always think big. What's up, Rohit Dawes? Hello, Gavin Witt, man. Just saw Gavin this morning working out with Connor Rush. But yeah, I have big ideas, and the long and short of it is this: I want my parents' league, jam basketball. I want it to be like the NBA, because there's all these like leagues around town, and they all suck. I mean, for the most part, right? How I say that, like, all basketball players who are young suck. All the leagues suck because they're not like the NBA at all. I know I know that they're really not trying to be like the NBA, but wouldn't they want to be like the NBA? And would you want to play for like an NBA team that was a youth basketball team? That would be really, really neat, right? Well, we can do that just on a smaller scale, but I think that no one's really trying to do that. So my ideas are basically within the next 5 to 10 years, I want there to just be 16 teams in Colorado. There can be other teams, but I don't really care. Just like there's other pro teams, like you can call them whatever you want, right? But 16 main teams in Colorado, and all the players are free. And heck, some players even get paid. I don't know, right? I think that's legal now, right? And then we'll play like in year-round leagues and tournaments and all the time, and then like maybe like the top teams get to keep their favorite players. But then they have to put every other player into the tryout system. And they could be like, separated by Aurora, Broomfield, Centennial, Denver, so that you have to try out like in your area. And you can pick your area, whatever, all right? And you have to be obligated to that team for that year, and you can't be switching rosters. It's a firm thing. And if you don't like the team, but they like you, well, you can leave that team, of course. And if they don't like you, but you like them, they can cut you, all right? So it would be like much more like the NBA. They have to play by rules, of course, because you couldn't just like steal players. You couldn't just like talk players into like sneaking onto your team. No, every player has to be up for grabs, and this is not a foreign concept. This is actually like basically the plot of Mighty Ducks, where they have hockey in some areas where you have to play in your area, and it's even done in schools, high school. It's a lot like high school basketball. What I'm talking about. But we do this and we organize it for the actual AU programs, which has a very higher level of basketball. So that's my idea. I'm just thinking about it. But yeah, because how hard you work is no one else's problem. They only care about the results. Heck yeah. Working out with showing is cool. I know that Rohit, he has a lot of quotes. And he talks a lot. And he says how easy stuff is. But Rohit, once again, has not been posting for the last 2 weeks. Just pointing that out. I've known people like Rohit my entire life, and they're better than the players that don't do anything. But they're the guys that will like do the hard work for a little while, and then once the hard work gets like kind of hard, they'll make up an excuse to why they're not going to continue doing it. For Rohit, it's a combination of it's so easy, and he doesn't think that it'll work in the end because it's so easy. Is that about right? You have all the film? Okay. Hey, you ain't posting it. I know a lot of kids that do their homework and don't turn it in. They're called idiots. I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm just calling them idiot. Okay, you would call them an idiot too, right? Do your homework, not turn it in, get it, and get like a D or an F. Yeah, not the smartest guy in the world. And again, it's not about you. The homework is about our programming, us creating an entire system. It's bigger than you are. All right. So yes, there you go. All right. Let's see what we have here. Let's try our. Where do I want to start off? I have so many buttons here. So many buttons. Let's start off with the movie of the day. All right. The movie of the day is a very cool one. Okay. All right. So the movie of the day today is A Knight's Tale. All right. Now I got to tell you, when I first saw this one, I was probably like, I don't know, I might have been like a fifth grader myself. This is the fifth grade movie of the day. When I first saw this, I was like, this ain't going to be good. There's no way that this is gonna be good. It's a movie about what's that sport called? Like the sport with the freaking like lance or whatever it is. Bilboing. What's that sport? Whatever the sport's called. Jousting. There you go. He's a jouster. And they're supposed to make an interesting movie off of jousting in like the 1800s. Well, they did it. Yo, this dude and his friends just like, to be a jouster, I guess you have to like be like royalty. And he like sneaks into like royalty. So he like changes everything like that. This like lady designs his uniform. She puts her symbol on it, which is like the Nike symbol. So it's all like updated kind of thing. There's just like this funny dude that's like his like announcer that like announces his way in. I don't know. It's a very, very fun movie. And it's also super inspiring. And it basically says like this poor kid, his dad used to always tell him like, you can change your stars. Like you can decide, you can be anything that you want to be. And for that day and age, that was kind of an impossibility, especially in something like this, where only like noblemen were allowed to do stuff. Like literally you had to be born into royalty. So much so that they would have like babies with each other, like sisters and brothers, like all like the British royalty, because they didn't want the bloodline to be impure. And then that turned out to be stupid because people started having two heads. All right. So he went against all conventionalities, like where he wasn't supposed to like make it. And this dude like never looked back. And I can tell you like other parts of the movie that were just astounding, but it's an amazing movie, but it's also really funny too. This guy right here who's screaming William, because that's his name. And he never got to like use his name. He always had to like hide who he was, right? That guy is Heath Ledger, and Heath Ledger is the guy from the Joker movies, and he died, right? He's the guy who died right after making the last Joker movie with the Batman movie, The Dark Knight, and so people started like noticing him afterwards. This was like well before, and I love this movie like even before he was dead, and it was like amazing. But he's a very, very good actor, and again, this is a really funny but like deep movie, and some girly parts, some like dancing and stuff like that. But overall, I don't know, it's a dope movie. Trust me, like right from the start. You'll see like some naked dude and like he's like all in like mud, just like walking around. That's just how this movie rolls. All right, it's a very strange but funny movie. So watch this one, especially if you are a fifth grader. Gavin Whitsaw, such a good movie, such a good movie. Jousting. I like that you sounded that out, but it is Jousting. All right, let's check the quote of the day. You know what? No, actually, you know what? Since this one's talking about you in general, like you being in charge, let's go to our story of the day. It kind of parallels.
You, yourself, not someone else, need to determine where you want to go and what you want to do in your life. And once you make that decision, you can begin mapping a plan to get there and focusing on that objective every single day.
I told you, it's just like the stupid thing I was just talking about, right? All right, but listen to those words carefully, man. It's like you, like yourself, like you, physically you, not like your parents, not like your friends, not like your coach. You have the power to choose any road that you want to choose. Now think about this. The second part to that is you have to, once you decide where you want to go, you have to map it out. All right? You have to plot a course. You have to plot a course of action. All right? And a lot of people just want to like wing it. Oh yeah, let me just try hard. No. If that was the plan and you were like, yo, dude, road trip, John, let's go to Saskatchewan, baby. I'll be like, cool, how are we going to get there? You're like, let's just start driving, man. Let's just drive, dude. I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I'll just stay here. If you don't have like a map to where you want to go and you've never been there before, you're an idiot. You're not going anywhere. A second time I've called you guys idiots today. My bad. But yes, you're an idiot. You can't get there without a map. So what makes you think that you can like figuratively get to your goal without a map? No, like you might be able to, but you're just depending on luck. And so few people know that in life that if you just decided to just map it out, like you map it out, even you who think that like basketball is just, work out for 5 minutes a day. Sure, I don't care. Map out what you think will get you to the NBA. Map out the exact road that you believe will get you to the NBA. Now, I've mapped it out for you. So screw this book. It sucks. You map out what you think will get you to the NBA. And if you're being honest, I bet you it's still going to be hard as hell. All right, and you have to do it every single day, right? Or whatever your map is. Does your map say just once a month? Does your map say skip 3 days because it was cold outside? What does your map say as the honest road to get there? And I'm pretty sure that you'll come up with a pretty decent road. Now, since I've been there before, or at least I've been to like higher levels than like most people, you can trust my map. And for you to just make up your own map without getting there is kind of tough. But even if you did make up your own map, I bet you, if you followed it, you would get very, very far. All right. What's up? Sorry I'm late. Practice ended. Okay, started posted. 10 free throws, 8 dribbles. There you go. That's all you need to make the NBA. 10 total free throws and 8 dribbles. That's all you need. NBA bound, baby. That's your roadmap. But yeah, you have to draw it out. All right. So, but first you realize that it's you. You have the power, all right? Not other people. Then you need to determine where you want to go and determine what you want to do in life, right? And once you make that decision, you can begin mapping out a plan to get there and focus on the objective every single day. We have Derek Valdez is trying to do the Chastain Challenge, and I picked the ones he was going to do. I picked like 2 of them because I knew he would pick easy ones because he's young. And he picked like eat with his left hand. And his dad was like, well, what does that do? Well, maybe it helps the left hand better. I don't know. But one thing that it does do is it makes him think about his goals every day. And that's what like bed shots do. It just like focuses you. Posting your homework does that. And if you think about it every single day, you don't have any lapses of judgment. You then have decided where exactly you want to go. Whereas if you just forget about it for a week, you're like, oh no, I forgot, right? But no, doing these small things every single day, it puts it right in front of your face. And it's like, do you want it? Do you want it again? Do you want it again? And if you're the one thinking like that, trust me, most of your opponents are not thinking like that. All right, let's begin with our elementary stuff. This is for our day 2 of practice. We're not doing the elementary stuff. We're just doing the middle school stuff, but I'll go through this stuff anyways. We got the Manu Ginobili layup. This is one of our many different warm-up drills that we do. And once we get good at these, we practice them during practice so we can do them in pregame as well, but also do them during the game. So the Manu Ginobili layup is just scoring on the opposite side of the hoop, using the rim as a protective layer between you and the defense. Then we have handoff to 2 shots, offensive free throw, rebounds, side and right, 0 to 3 seconds down by 3 with free throws, and 5 on 6 press break, where we add an extra person for a press break as we try to teach you guys the press break. Last time we practiced, we did our tangent, and we tried to run through it, and it was amazing how slow people were at understanding stuff. And, that's because I've been doing basketball forever, but I remember being young. I remember being 5th grader and understanding plays, like pretty fast. But I also remember everyone on my team not understanding them. So I think I was just very, very lucky. I watched enough basketball. I used to draw up plays. So if you're struggling, look at our plays on our website, all right? The plays on our website are drawn out for you. And you have to go here, and you can just scroll down, and then you click on this little bitty thingy right here, the team playbook. It'll bring it up, and then you get to pick a play. All right, these show you all of our plays in a little brief picture synopsis of it. All right, this is Polly right here. All right, and once you click it, like we worked on tangent the other day, right? So tangent is this one, the double pick up top. Boom, come off the 2 pick. Those guys split. Then back pick. Then you can pass to either one of those people. That's it. All right, and something that simple took us like a long time to semi-understand. But if you see it, maybe this will help you out a little bit more. So you can try to study it, try to draw it yourself, all right, and understand the plays a lot better. All right, moving on from our elementary stuff, we will talk about our. Let's go over the high school stuff just real quick because we're not going to do this either. Three-man weave is another warm-up where we want to make sure that we're sprinting ahead, passing the ball ahead, and then sprinting behind it. So it's like catching the ball on the run and making a decision. And most teams practice this one, but we like it just to stay in the pace of actual basketball play. We have one-on-one alley, which is going one-on-one up the court in a tight area. If they steal the ball from you 3 times, it's their ball. If they don't, then it's your ball. Then you play one-on-one after you cross half court. We have 4-on-3 scramble, which is a great defensive drill. Then we have patience, 0 to 50, 100, 0 to 3 seconds down by 3. We worked on scenarios as well. And the scenarios were hilarious last time, dude, because like people were just making the dumbest decisions, but we talked about it. And when we go over the scenario, especially like the late game ending stuff, that's going to pay dividends when we happen to hit one of those things at the late games. Because now we get to stop it, talk about it, retry it. Right? During games, you just get one chance. And for Jake Aarons, airballing 2 free throws at the end of the game, I know we started right then, but it's not clutch, man. So he got to get that failure out the way without actually losing a game for us. And then I think Noah's brother, Austin Masseth, he stole the ball in the end and then decided to dribble with like 3 seconds to go when his team was already up by 3. And it was like, no, just stop and hold it. And he decided to just dribble out of bounds for no reason. It was like, why? And he's like, oh, yeah, I know that. And you guys see people on TV, like, you'd be like, the Warriors shouldn't do that at the last second. But you can't do it yourself because you're so much in the game. So all these situation stuff allows to take you out of the game and out of your mind. And so you can see things how they are so you can slow the game down. Connor would score way more. Let's see. Also create a play called ISO. We have a play called ISO. Does recording the Denver Nuggets and Jazz game count as homework? Sure. If you wanted to count as homework. A roadmap that makes you millions of haters. Let's see, I was going to wait until trivia to speak in chat because I wanted Connor to think he'll win and then lose. That's awesome. Well, we happen to have trivia coming up right now, and then we're going to come back and talk about our middle school stuff that we will practice, and then we have a few more things to talk about after that. But let's start with the trivia question. Trivia question today is, who was the leader in career steals among active NBA players? Who was the leader in career steals among active NBA players? That means the players who are still in the league. Who was leading in steals? I think I know this one. It's pretty obvious one, I think. Let me see. Yep, that's the guy. And this is old too, but I'm pretty sure he's still leading. Yeah. The art of stealing, man, it's a tough one. I'm sure if you guys just guessed the answer, you would get this answer, by the way. He has to be an old player, obviously. Read what the play. I'm on the road. Read what the play. I don't even know what you're talking about. John, wait. Chris Paul. Wait 1 minute, please. CP3. Finn Kaufman answered twice, and that is the answer. It is CP3. John, please, wait 3 minutes. And I cannot. We got... James, that's a decent guess. No, it's not LeBron James. It was Chris Paul, and the winner is Phineas Kaufman. All right, I saw this on the Instagram post. It was on the Instagram post. It's pretty good. But yes, CP at the start of the 2017 season. This is how long ago this was. CP3 had about 2,000 steals, averaging 2.3 per game. He has made 9 all-defensive teams in his career. That's a pretty good defensive player. Stockton is not an active NBA player right now, so that is not the right answer, Rohit does, but yeah, it's pretty good. All right, moving on to our middle school stuff that we will talk about here for the team stuff, and this is what we will be practicing on Thursday. You got 2-on-1 break. All right, so hopefully we have at least 7 people to do this. And since you guys are here early, you guys get a sneak peek on how to do this, all right? And for the 2-on-1 break, we have 2 lines, okay? 2 even lines at half court. Got this? All right, and then we'll have people like that and like that, whatever. 2 lines of people. And then we have one person on defense right here. This person will always touch half court and then run back on defense. The first 2 people in line are going to go 2 against 1. They're going to skip the ball and then go 2 against 1 as he dribbles in. The key to this is for this guy to just play the middle and make them pass as many times as possible. The key to this side is you go straight and you're going to try to score. If he doesn't come over, you go score. If he doesn't come all the way in front of you, you score. And you have to be good at that. You can't be passing just because he's right here. That's not a good pass. You make him come all the way over. So if he doesn't come over, again, you score. If he does come over, you pass the ball with the strong side hand, which is easy on this side if you're right-handed, right? But if you were on the opposite side, like let's say that it was this guy passing the pass, and he came over, he has to pass this pass left-handed. Okay, you can't pass the ball across your body in this one. You want to throw the ball, bounce pass probably ahead of him. If it's a late pass, you throw it high so he can keep it high, and then you score. It should be that easy, 2 against 1. If you're passing over and over and over again, you're just not good. So you have to sprint in fast. Don't take your time. All right. Now, as he shoots, whoever shoots the ball, like if he shot the ball, this guy's running on defense next and then back. Okay, whoever shoots the ball is running to half court and then back. The other 2 people, well, one of them will take the ball and outlet the pass, as these 2 guys will go out here to the corners. The guy who catches the ball on the outlet pass, he will swing it to here, he'll swing it to there, and then the next 2 guys will go against the defender. These 2 guys will then roll all the way back around to get back in line. As now they go, and again, you're going in quickly. If he never cuts you off, then you're going to score. If he does cut you off, then you pass. That is it. All right. 2-on-1 fast break. It's a very, very important thing that we do this, because if we get this opportunity in the game, it has to be a bucket. We used to call this play we used to actually have, like, if you got dunked on during practice or the games, you had to like pay up some like money, and but for this drill, we made it so no one had to pay, because it was so easy to get dunked in this one. Everyone got dunked on in this drill, because we called it the get dunked on drill, because it's impossible to play defense like that. But for bad players or lower level players, it's almost impossible for them to score 2-on-1. So we have to get to that point where we can sprint in, pass it, and score it. And this is a very simple drill. To understand it all takes the entire team. Even the outlet passes are hard for you guys. So be able to make a full court or half court outlet pass as well. John, is there practice today? There is practice every single day, Rohit. There is practice every single day. We're going 7 days a week from now on, all right? So show up, be there. LeBron leads in points, top 10 in every major statistical category. Why does Connor pop up on your screen but not mine? Maybe Connor blocked you. Pray on your downfall, Connor. Yeah, you're like Jay-Z, man. Hit a dead spot. The past 3 times you have done trivia when I'm in the car. So sorry about that, Connor Rush. All right. Anyways, let's move on with the other things. So that's 2-on-1 break, and then we have flares. Flares are either from the low post flaring out to the corner, or from the top of the key flaring out to the wing. Better explained in person. Based on out of bounds, we always line up in a box set, and then basically you can screen whoever you want, but I'm going to show you guys the options during that. 5-second count extension. If you have the ball and you're stuck, you can just take a dribble, and then the referee will stop his count at 4 and switch hands. Then after he gets to 4 again, you can pick up your dribble, and then he'll switch hands again. So you actually have 12-second counts, all right, before there's any violation at all, so take your time. 4 to 9 seconds down by 3 based on out of bounds. If you're down by 3 with about 7 seconds to go, you might need a 3-pointer, but you can take a ridiculously quick 2. All right, so if you can score immediately out of bounds for a 2-pointer, take it. You don't need to chuck up a 3. Just understand that you have to foul them immediately afterwards. 5-on-5, oldest versus youngest. This is also something that we're going to do during practice. So we're going to have our oldest versus youngest. We won't go as low as like the 2nd graders, but it'll be like maybe the 5th and 6th graders versus the 7th and 8th graders. So if you're young and you think that you have a chance to make it, hey, here's your chance. If you're old and you know that the little kid sucks, kick his butt. That's what this drill is for. All right, and that's all that we're going to do for our practice tomorrow. Make sure that you guys understand that practice is at 6. All right, the workouts are at 7. You can always come 30 minutes before, and when you come to practice on Tuesday and Thursday, you're doing the warm up by yourself. All right, it's our with our bands, the entire thing for the warm-ups. It's on our website as well. So if you go to our website, you can see what the pre-practice stuff is under calendar. All right, if you scroll down. All right, and you can see it right here under pre-practice stuff. And you do the bands, that's front lat, like this. Boom. You do 10 of those. You do the curls like this with the band underneath your feet. Side lats is on the side. Then we have upright rows. You grab it by the band, bend down, and do your upright rows. Then the last one is fly extension. You grab it by the band and go like this. You do 10 of those, 5 sets of 10, so that there's 50 of each of those. Then you do the band slides around your calves, around your thighs. Again, you go 10 slides that way, 10 slides that way, then 5 sets. All right, then we have push-ups, again, 50 total. Bicycle abs, boom, 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 boom. And then balance crunches, where you're balancing like that. A lot of kids couldn't do that. And that's your entire warm-up. Once you guys do that stuff, and you can do it on your own, that's some next level stuff, and that's why we allow our elite team to do it on their own. In years past, it got better as the year went on, and there was some legit players. Now I don't know if we have any in this group, but we'll find out. So if you show up to practice, show up 30 minutes before. You can do this on your own in the hallway. Do it outside, all right? Until I get there, because I'm coming late from this show. So, anyways, there's that. All right. To finish up, we have our quote of the day. Quote of the day is to be quick, but don't hurry. All right, I like this quote. Practice. What you talking about? Practice. Exactly, man. All right. Be quick, but don't hurry. They say that one of the best attributes of an NBA player when they play against like regular players that you can see is that they take the game at their pace. They play slowly, and like Kyrie Irving plays at his pace. Like, you go when I'm ready to. LeBron James plays at his pace. He'll slow the game down. But at the same time, they're like the quickest dudes on the court, right? You want to be able to balance that. And some people think that being quick is like Russell Westbrook just being too fast and whatever. He's not patient at all. And then other people see like Jokic, where he's like super patient, but he's also super slow, right? This is be quick, but don't hurry. All right? So you want to pick your time. And you want to like shoot off strong. So be quick, but don't hurry. Great quote. All right. If you don't know the quote of the day, again, it's push-ups. So make sure that you know the quote of the day. All right. Let's check our picture of the day as we finish up. Oh, it's a good question, man. Are the Nets making the right call letting Kyrie play part-time? All right. We're going to have this too. Some of our best players won't be coming to practice. It's like sometime during the year, some of our best players won't be at practice. And do we play them? It creates a lot of turmoil. It really does. If we don't play them, and we lose, the better player who wasn't played, he wants to leave our team. And the other good players want to leave our team too because we lost when we could have won. All right. That's one thing. And then if we do play them and we win the game, even if we win the game, the bench players don't want to play now. They're like, why am I practicing? So they'll stop coming to practice, and our team will just be worse, right? And even if you're like, let's just side with the people coming to practice and let's just roll with those guys. After a year or two, you've played the bench players the entire time, because they've been coming to practice. Other guys have quit, but you stuck with the bench guys. After 2 years or a year, those guys will quit too. And you'll be like, why'd you quit? And they're like, oh, because I'm not that good. And you're like, well, that's why I didn't want to play you in the first place. I should have stuck with the better players. What the heck? And they're like, I guess you should have. I'm a hockey player. And you're like, what? So in the end, like, you kind of just want to go with the best players, no matter what they give you. So you lose either way. The moment that your best players aren't your hardest workers and they don't show up to practice or they can't come to certain games or whatever, you lose. No matter which way you play it, you lose. If your best players aren't your hardest workers, you lose. And that's why Giannis, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James have been so great. Because not only were they the best players, they were also the hardest workers. And when you get someone like Allen Iverson, who wasn't the hardest worker, or Kyrie Irving, who does skip games, their championships are very, very few and far between. All right, so realize who you are and realize what you want to become, and you want to become that, okay? The best players should play in powers, but you got to make it easy on us. The best players out there, you got to show up for our team to have a chance. Don't forget the quote of the day is be quick but don't hurry. I will see you guys at practice. I'll see you guys at the workouts. See y'all at the pick and roll thing on Saturday, the combine thing on Saturday. Oh man, we got so much stuff. Sign up for everything. And that's my time. Cue my music and I'm out. See y'all.